Welcome back, everyone, to Westlake Hornets Teambuilder Dynasty here at NCAA Football 14, as today the regular season will conclude here in Provo, Utah, and the Westlake Hornets are set to take on the BYU Cougars. It's been an opposite year for these two teams. The Hornets are 9-2, and the Cougars are 2-9. It has been a disastrous year for BYU, but they have had great play from their senior quarterback and former custom recruit, Greg Terry, as he has put up some of the best numbers in the nation. And while BYU is not doing good on the field, they are doing pretty darn good in the recruiting trail. Five-star commits, including the number 4 overall player, number 2 receiver, and Brian Johnson, one spot ahead of Westlake commit Ulrich Ayaluko. They have another receiver, Pierre Manning, 2 athletes, Steve Thomas and Haynes, and then defensive tackle Fred Campbell, a player Westlake really wanted. And not to mention, they also got 4-star defensive tackle Devontae Cook, another player that Westlake wanted. However, BYU's defense has been atrocious this year, and while I would be talking about how good the Hornets offense is and how good they're going to play today, they scored 0 points in the second half last week and blew a 20-6 lead against the Arizona State Sun Devils, and because of that, it does not look like the Hornets will be in their second straight national championship. They have fallen to number 10 and will need a miracle if they want to make it. These two teams are rivals, and their rivalry name is the Cold War. It's always a hard-fought battle to the end, except for last year in which Westlake won 59-14, as on first down, Greg Terry would be sacked on the play. No time to throw it. Nice play for the Hornets. That's going to be Adam Alexander, a freshman, who makes the play. 3rd down and 3 here for the Cougars. Let's see if they can convert or if they will be stopped. As Greg Terry looking to throw it under pressure. Terry, risky pass, and it's going to be caught by Greg Slaughter. What a play for the Cougars as he gets 18 yards. BYU's getting close to the end zone as they want to upset their rivals and end their season on a high note. Here's the running back, Chad Franklin, on first down, and he will get the score. And Westlake was expecting an easy game. That's not what we're going to be getting here tonight at LaVell Edwards Stadium. Video update from our good friends over at EA Sports as the USC Trojans defeat the UCLA Bruins 41-20. Had Westlake beaten Arizona, then both teams would have one in-conference loss. However, the tiebreaker would go to USC. So regardless of the Arizona State result, the Trojans would still advance to the Pac-12 championship. Washington beats their rival Washington State 41-38. And the number 6 West Virginia Mountaineers are upset by the Vanderbilt Commodores. Pretty bad start for the Westlake offense, and they're taking on one of the worst defenses in college football, which is absolutely embarrassing. 4th down, it's a fake on the punt. Are you serious? Alberto Prompel with an awful pass. Randy Larkin, the intended target, as Larkin was wide open, but just an awful pass from Alberto Prompel. The fake does not work. Definitely a great start for BYU as they try to get the upset over one of the nation's best. BYU's offense scored a touchdown and their defense got to stop, as it's still too early to think that the Cougars have a chance, but they've been the better team so far. As here's Greg Terry on first down. He has a wide open man deep. That's Carter. And Sid Carter will gain 41. What a start to this game for the Cougars. They can make it 14-0 here very quickly. As here's Greg Terry on first down looking to throw it. He's going to be sacked by the linebacker Agobo Inecho Jr., bringing up a 2nd and goal from around the 8. Big play right there for Inecho. That one should make it a lot harder for BYU's offense. Here's Greg Terry looking to throw it. Terry finds Chad Franklin, and Franklin will get his 2nd touchdown of the day. What a start for the Brigham Young University Cougars as they will take a 14-0 lead. This game has been a disaster so far for Westlake, but they're by far the better team, and they should still pull it out, but not if they're going to play this way. And on first down, Alex Ellis loses 3. He had no time to get out of the backfield. That's Nathan Jones with the tackle. 3rd down and 13. The Hornets don't want to have to go for it on 4th down / punt it again. As here's Curtis looking to throw it. Peyton Curtis under pressure. Curtis, incomplete. He almost had a man deep open, but Nathan Jones is there, and that'll be another 3 and out. 3rd and inches for the Cougars. Westlake really needs to stop Well, this game could really get ugly. It's going to be an option, and Brock Rivero reads the play like a book. It's a loss of 4. The Hornets finally got a stop, and now it's time for their offense to finally drive down the field. This BYU defense has been dominant so far, and this unit also happens to be probably the worst defense in college football this season, which is crazy. Ellis loses 2 more yards on first down. I don't know where the blocking was. Westlake's offense once again did absolutely nothing, and BYU has it back 14-0 as we start the second quarter. And the first play of the quarter, Wesley McNamara with the interception, the jab step, and the touchdown, and the Hornets are back in it just like that. McNamara had a fumble recovery touchdown last week that ended up being reversed, and then that started Arizona State's run. But here, his play is not going to be reversed as McNamara, the senior, will take it to the house, and he scores Westlake's first points in this game. We have another EA Sports Studio update as the New Mexico State Aggies upset the number 5 Oklahoma Sooners, led by Heisman candidate Tyrone Miles, 41-31. The Aggies go to 5-7, while the Sooners fall to 9-3. And their national championship hopes are more dead than Westlake's at this point. Westlake's offense has obviously done nothing, but their defense is starting to play a little bit better, as they have a stop and an interception, which of course was the touchdown. Here's Greg Terry on 2nd and 12, looking to throw it, and he's going to be picked off again. Once again, the play is made by Wesley McNamara, his second INT of the day, and in a matter of 3 plays, McNamara gets 2 picks, breaking the school record for interceptions in a career which was set just last year by Quentin Campbell, who of course graduated. 25 seconds into the second quarter, Wesley McNamara got 2 interceptions, and just like that, the Hornets are back in it, as Peyton Curtis, who has still not completed a pass yet today, he's going to look to throw it. Curtis looking for the senior Michael Wilson. They will say he was in the end zone. I don't think so, but still a nice play nonetheless. And just like that, we are tied up. 1 minute into the quarter, the Hornets have scored a pair of touchdowns, and I guess that's just a slow start for them, and they should be potentially on cruise control. We'll see if BYU can continue the upset bid. This Westlake team has been pretty much a one-man show. Obviously, the offense has been terrible, and no one on the defense is playing well other than Wesley McNamara. I guess guys like Brock Rivera and Adam Alexander aren't doing too bad as Marcus Jenkins loses a yard. Nice play by Leon Moore, who does have 5 tackles, so I guess he's not awful. They're down and goal from the 3. Can BYU punch it in? They got their fullback in, 3 tight ends. It's going to be the fullback, L.A. Eulis, who gets the touchdown, and the Cougars will once again regain the lead. I don't think anyone expected the Cougars to be winning at this point. Major props to them. Westlake's offense did score a touchdown on their last drive, but that's because they got really good field position from the interception. So now we need to see a legit drive from them. Here's Peyton Curtis on 2nd down, over to Everett Lemieux. Tough pass, but a nice grab by the junior Everett Lemieux for a gain of 20, taking on a team that did want him, but obviously he chose Westlake and has been one of the best receivers in school history. Westlake's offense is having a pretty nice drive up to this point, as they have it at around the 27-yard line. Here's Peyton Curtis on 1st down, looking risky throw, Everett Lemieux. What a grab, and what a play by him to stay in bounds for another gain of 20. They're down in goal, 22 seconds left in the half. Can Westlake punch it in? Here's Alex Ellis with the football, no blockers, and Ellis will lose a yard. Nick Henry is the one who stops him, and BYU will likely have the lead at the half. 4th and goal from the 2. Here's Matt Fellows to make this game a little bit closer. It's up. It's a fake. Westlake is going to fake the field goal, and Mike Hadley will find Jeff Washington. The fake punt did not work, but the fake field goal does. And the Hornets will tie this game up headed into halftime. Definitely not an ideal half for Westlake, but they did what they had to do, and they do start the second half off with the ball. BYU started the first half off with a bang, and the Hornets knew that they had to answer back. So to start the second half, a 50-yard kick return from Sean Briggs put them at the 43-yard line to start off the drive. Here on 2nd and 2, Curtis scrambling. Curtis finds Everett Lemieux, and just like that, Westlake is in the red zone. First and goal from around the 4. Let's see if Westlake can take their first lead of the ball game. Handoff for Alex Ellis. Ellis around the defender and in for the score. Career rushing touchdown number 92 for the senior. Doesn't look like he'll hit 100, but he does have more than everyone who has played Division I college football in the history of Division I college football. Westlake finally has the lead, but BYU is only down by 7. If they drive down the field and score, it could be a tied game, and that's not going to happen. Emmanuel Charles with the interception. Greg Terry has thrown 3 picks today. He just does not seem like a good downfield passer. At least half of his passes are to the running back, so he needs to work on his downfield accuracy. That wasn't even downfield. That was 3 yards ahead of him, but still a bad throw nonetheless. What a senior season it has been for Emmanuel Charles. He's one of the league leaders in interceptions, as Alex Ellis on first down loses 4 yards this time. Westlake's offensive line is nothing short of a mess. It is second down and inches for the Hornets. They have it at about the 9-yard line. Curtis and Ellis, of course, in the backfield, as Alex Ellis will get the rock. Ellis has the hole. Touchdown, Westlake. The offensive line actually blocked for him, and they gave Ellis a perfect hole, and he took advantage, and the Hornets will once again double their lead. Why'd I say once again? They have not doubled their lead yet. I think Greg Terry is trying to throw it to the wrong team. He has 3 interceptions today, and both of his passes on this drive have been right to Westlake players. Third down, BYU is 8 for 9 on third down, which is pretty incredible. However, Greg Terry is going to be sacked by the senior defensive tackle, QJ Casimir. Westlake's offense has been very good so far to start the second half. Let's see if they can get some more points. First down, Peyton Curtis will look to throw it. Curtis scrambling with it. Curtis has a wide open man deep. That's the true freshman from Bellows Falls, Vermont, Malik Brown. And the Hornets score another touchdown, and they are dominating early on here in the second half. No coverage deep, and Curtis is able to take advantage with the freshman connection. BYU running back Chad Franklin has like 4 carries in this game, and yes, he does have like 7 catches, but I think they should use him more. He's been really good today. Speaking of Chad Franklin, he actually loses a yard on first down, so I guess I was technically wrong. Isaac Solomon is the one with the TFL. Just under 3 minutes left here in the third quarter. Westlake definitely looks like their old selves at this point. 2nd and 7. Here's Greg Terry looking to throw it, and he's clobbered in the backfield for a loss of 4. That's Isaac Solomon once again with the play. Solomon has 12 sacks on the year. He has had a very under-the-radar, phenomenal season for Westlake, bringing up a 3rd and 11. This BYU team has a ton of resiliency for a team that's 2-9. I am really impressed. There must be some great leadership or coaching or who knows, as Terry on third down is going to be sacked by Ernest McCoy. McCoy definitely is not the most talked about defensive lineman on this Westlake team, but he is a really solid number 4 guy. It is 2nd down and 3 here for Westlake. Curtis will hand it off for Alex Ellis. Ellis has blocks. There goes Alex Ellis down the field. I don't think anyone's going to catch him. Maybe number 41. And no, Alex Ellis will take it to the house for a Westlake touchdown. Big run right there. Westlake's offensive line has not been kind today to Alex Ellis, but they gave him room to work, and Ellis will do the rest, as Alex Ellis trying to win his 2nd Heisman Trophy this career, and that one might be the dagger. When I said that's the dagger, I did not mean the dagger to this game. I think we knew it was over once Westlake made it 35-21. But the dagger to Alex Ellis' Heisman run, he now has 3 touchdowns, all in this quarter, and he's pretty much a lock to win it, as Andrew Kelly, the son of former Westlake offensive coordinator Jackson Kelly, with a gain of 15. Jackson Kelly is now the head coach at Indiana, and the Hoosiers have been really solid the past few years, as Rivero forces the fumble, and it'll be recovered by Adam Alexander. The 4th turnover today from the BYU offense, and Westlake has a chance to make this lead even bigger. Alex Ellis broke the school record for most rushing yards in a season, which was set last year by, guess who, Alex Ellis. 2nd and 2, here's Ellis on the run, and that is his 4th touchdown of the second half. And Westlake will make this a 35-point game. I don't think Westlake could have adjusted any better. What a second half they have had so far, up 35-0 in that span. And there's still 6 minutes of football left to be played as here's Carter on the reception. He's going to take it down the field. And I think that's going to be a BYU touchdown. Their first of the second half. Sid Carter from 67 yards. And I guess Westlake was trying to give BYU a few courtesy points. After BYU's touchdown, they went for the onside kick, and they almost recovered it. However, Westlake did, and BYU got penalized for illegal touching, and because of that, Westlake's offense moved back 10 yards, even though they accepted the penalty. Here on third down, Nigel Wiggins, his first reception of the game. He has been very quiet, and it'll be a gain of 46 for the redshirt freshman, but still, that penalty thing is blowing my mind. It is second down and 6 at around the 10. Westlake is trying to break the 60 barrier. I'm not sure if this team has actually ever done that, as here is Alex Ellis on the ground. Ellis breaks the tackle, still loses 2. Nice play by the Cougars. And Ellis is very slow to get up. That's pretty scary. Westlake's superstar running back Alex Ellis has a bruised knee. Thank goodness for the Hornets, his career is not over, and he will be returning to this game, let alone this season. Third and 9, Peyton Curtis looking for the end zone. It's a wide open Nigel Wiggins for a Westlake touchdown, and they break the 60 barrier as potentially the highest scoring game in school history, which is a surprise considering they scored how many points in the first quarter? This is it for BYU's seniors. They're just trying to end their season off on a somewhat high note, even though they're getting crushed right now. Here's Greg Terry looking to throw it over to Chad Franklin, who just blatantly drops the football. That was an easy first down. And that is the definition of BYU football this season in a nutshell. That is how this game will end. 63-28 is your final score. This has to be the weirdest football game I've ever seen in my life. The Hornets offense moved 15 yards in the first quarter, and then after that, they outscored BYU 63-14. Big second half for Westlake, outscoring the Cougars by a score of 42-7. Alex Ellis with 4 touchdowns in the second half, only after amassing 25 rushing yards in the first half. And that's how the regular season will end. Next episode, we'll find out if Alex Ellis does win the Heisman, and we will have the Hornets bowl game. Who knows, maybe it's Vanatti.
Hey, man!